The Strawhat's power scaling was done by Oda himself, so we don't really need to crack our heads as viewers and readers trying to figure out the power balance and levels in the group. There have been additions to the crew since Oda scaled, but that hasn't really upset the power balance. The addition of the former warlord Jinbei brought in a seasoned fighter with years of experience under his belt. Brook brought another seasoned fighter, but one who hasn't reached his potential and never got to when he was alive. In the Water 7 arc, we were introduced to CP9, a group of individuals working under the world government, whose sole mission was to capture Nico Robin and get the plans for Pluton. They also introduced us to a way of measuring physical strength that was done by one of their members, Fukuru. The unit of measure they used was Duriki, where a normal armed soldier amounted to 10 Duriki. Without the use of their devil fruits, Lucci had 4,000, Kaku 2200, Jayabura 2180, Blueno 820, Kumadori 810, Fukuru 800 and Karifa with 630. At the time, the Straw Hats only had Luffy, Zoro, Sanji, Chopper and Nami as members. Usopp quit, Nico Robin was conflicted and Frankie was not yet a member, but what the CP9 power scaling did is give us a clear understanding of the power differences within the group, and with the group growing in number, so have the strengths within the group. At the time of the Water 7 arc, the strength hierarchy was solidified. But since then, there are characters who haven't grown to their full potential and the bounties do not reflect the feats and current strength level, so because of this I will be scaling them from strongest to weakest in terms of combat capabilities, starting with the strongest because they're easier to place and ending with the weakest, who are a bit tricky to place. In first place is obviously the Captain Monkey D. Luffy with his awakened Gomu Gomu Devil Fruit and all forms of advanced Haki. Behind him in second place is Roronoa Zoro with his three-sword style, the addition of Enma, proficient in all forms of Haki but hasn't quite mastered Conqueror's Haki. Zoro unlocking Conqueror's Haki was necessary to maintain the power balance and for him to grow. Him mastering it will most likely lead to him understanding the Grim Reaper power that awakened at the end of his fight against King the Wildfire. Just a tad bit behind him is Vinsmoke Sanji with his black leg style, his awakened genetic enhancement, both armament and observation Haki. He hasn't unlocked Conqueror's Haki yet, and honestly, him unlocking Conqueror's Haki same time as Zoro would have upset the power balance and put Zoro at a disadvantage after already unlocking his genetic enhancement. It's been hinted that he might unlock it in Elbaf. And in fourth place is Jinbei, former warlord, fishman, master of fishman karate and has demonstrated proficiency in armament and observation Haki. His bounty is the third highest bounty, but he had the second highest bounty in Wano, as a former warlord and captain of his own ship, before defeating Who's Who. In fifth place is Nico Robin, with the fifth highest bounty, but her bounty doesn't just reflect her mind. In Wano she demonstrated advanced mastery of her devil fruit, literally becoming a demon and defeating one of the Flying Six. She hasn't shown Haki proficiency. In sixth position it would have to be Cyborg Frankie with his cyborg enhancements and machine docking that creates General Frankie. He comes in this position mainly because he fought against one of the Flying Six in the Wano raid. It was between him, Chopper and Brook, and with Brook and Chopper taking more of a supporting role in Wano, Frankie showed us more. In seventh place will have to be Brook with his Yomi Yomi Devil Fruit, who showed incredible strength in the whole Cake Island arc against Big Mom, but since that fight, he seems to have been going on easy mode in the Wano arc, but it's been hinted that we'll learn more about him in the Elbaf arc. Followed by Chopper in eighth place with his Hito Hito no Mi. He showed how much powerful he has become post-time skip, but he hasn't been in a serious fight since the Water 7 arc. He did smack Queen during the post-time skip period. He has shown his tremendous medical skills more than his combat abilities. Nami in ninth position with the addition of Zeus to her repertoire, but hasn't been in a fight since Eni's lobby. Usopp is the weakest member of the Straw Hats with the sixth highest bounty of the group, reflecting more his potential than the reality of his strength. he is a sniper but hasn't been in a one-on-one fight since his fight against Perona. Thought he defeated Sugar. Most of the fights he has had have highlighted how weak he is compared to the other members. An honorable mention has to be Yamato, who hasn't officially joined the Straw Hats yet but expressed desire to join in the future. Currently, only Luffy is stronger than him. Elbaf will showcase a lot of growth for the Straw Hats, particularly Brook and Usopp.